Welcome to the things of data management. I would like to introduce the method that how can we use the tutorial of making import the database. But at first in our class we used another methods that we using the command and install MySQL. But this time I will show you that we also can use another method and it's just quite easier a bit. But in our class I would like to use in the Mac version. But in this one you can see the something of the applications that we use another platforms. Let's see the starting in on the Mac version a bit. On the Mac version, we need to emphasize to the apps that we call XAMPP, oh no, not the XAMPP. We just to be use this one. Okay, we use this one with the measure.osx or another one here. We will see that it is we call SAM, but by the SAM they are quite a bit different. You can check the web. That's the SAM. It's also be the applications that came from the Apache. This is just got to be like the SAM use. Okay, the SAM use, and this one is arrival in the computer lab. Both SC501 and SC502 in our class that we can use both with this. So I will show that's how to get with this one. Once I open this, I will close that first. Once I open this is also be the Mac that we call the manager OSX. We just open that things and enter the password. Once we enter the passwords over here, okay, you can see that we just use this kind of the SAMs here. This version is just like to be the SAMs that we just want to open a thing. So how can we go for that? First things here, we want to go to the open overall of this. We can get to start all. Okay, start all. Okay, by the start all of this, that's we will try to let this port open on the SAM. It's just quite simple. Quite simple. Wait for a bit. Wait for a bit first. Okay, when you see the starting run, it's just because the running, and we like you to click go to applications or visit on the site, or another way you can type open up the browser and type localhost. Okay, just quite simple. Localhost and enter. You can see that one, that's the way they just like to go to invite to exams over here. And let's go to another one that we call PhpMyAdmin. Okay, when you see this one, it just like to be the PhpMyAdmin already. And by the way, in what I introduced on the computer lab use, I need to open this one for you to take a note a bit. Take a note a bit. By inside the node over here, I like to be check this one. By the username. By the username. By the username. Okay, we just use root, and password is none. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, we don't try to not input everything. You have not to input everything. Nothing. So you just only try to use this. Okay, or for PhpMyAdmin and root and nothing just over here. Okay, so try to remember the things. This is would be inside both SC501 and SC502 would be have just both in two rules. Just let you know each other on about this. So I try to just get you to insight over here. Okay, let's we try to go for the next things. I would like you to go to the MS of our website. and we just want to log in. Okay, we want to log in. When we want to log inside over here, okay, I prefer you to check the look onto our course. Okay, our course, and scroll down to check something into our files. I would like you to take the download this file on the class, but normally when you open something like this, you need to close with that first. You have to take on the right click and try to download the link file as with the something. I'm not sure that okay, this is not, this is the not with the PHP. Okay, we want to take the files like in somewhere, in somewhere. So I'd like to open new tab. Okay, right now the file is open something like this, so we want to save page as. Okay, save page as. I'm not sure that we have to put on the save page or can be something like over here. I try to put this into somewhere like not in download would be the name in a desktop, by example. So I try to append the txt. When I just going out, I need to check the documents. I'm not sure that this file is going good or not. We like to use SQL of the files. So the files right now they change to the others. Okay, right now make sure that the files must be .sql and logo is just look like a bit into a database that's ready to go. So when I open this, they try to go to, let's see, into another application. So this is the example when I show you now. When I open this file, they just going to be like the files would be going up like this. Sorry that about this way. You can see this is would be the what we have the just over here. Just to be close that. Okay, so we can take a look into the many ways to go. Somehow you can take to see your shareable links, or can have to click on to save your files, save your files, or take open into the new tab, or can be save page as. But in the save page as, remember when you save it, it would be the better way somehow that I can make double quote between two things, that we can make it save into another kind of the formats. And I don't try to append the text I don't append the text over here. When I go up to take a look into my files on the documents. Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, this is not, it does no need to include, because okay, let me check a bit. Okay, on the way you can see on the save page, you can type SQL on this on the files. When you save, they ask you to append or don't append. I don't append the files. Okay, when I don't append the files, I can see this file is ready, is ready to use. That it just like to be go for the SQL. So I like to just use this file to import. So when I just go back to the way things here, I like you to go to import a bit. But in the import of this, let's go to import first and choose file to import. I suppose that I want to choose my sample something. Okay, my sample database over here. I want to upload this file into the things to go. And the one thing I don't want to implement is the case of the script, or don't want to take the foreign key to check. I need to close it I need to close it for the foreign key check. Remember and compatibility, I prefer the SQL 4.0 or MySQL or the things supposed to be that it just like to be used with some of data specifies. Okay, I try to just to be go for this way, and then I want to import I want to import. When I click everything's done, you will see the import that they will show you that imports have been successfully finished. Okay, if you see this kind of screen, it means that everything is done. Okay, is done. Okay, so you can check into this on the structure. This is what we call the classics model on the database, and we have total of the customer, employees, office details, the orders, the payment, product price, and the product. This also be the one that we have to be go this way. So right now you will see that this data has been ejected. We just use PhpMyAdmin just over here on this screen. You can try to check yourself. You can try to check yourself by using this one. Suppose like I want to select all form. Okay, I can touch to go this way. Select all form customer like this. Okay, we just use the small c with the customer and then click go to check. You can see when you use this command, right? This would be like the testing that the data also still go the same way. They can go the same way. That somehow you can use this. Or anyway, you can select or this. But make sure that when you import this, when you click this one, I suppose that I want to put the number and the name. Also with another one is the country. That's just only 3 fields or 3 attributes at go. Yes, you can choose that one. Only 3 we can select. It's just like simple test, simple test that you can take a look. Okay, and somehow of this you can go on the continue and take a look this one. It's just like only testing. It's similar like the command that we show you on the slide. So let me go to let you check a bit that how can we connect to PopSQL. Okay, I just to be let you open PopSQL a bit. When I just open PopSQL, okay, I think most of you might know this quite well into PopSQL to make it. You just take your time. Now take your time a bit because just have to looking at for the wine, for the wine of the making this. Just wet. It's pronounced PopSQL. PopSQL. Take time, not take time. Okay, I might be close to be taking a look with this. Take your time. It seems to be like TikTok a bit on the SQL to make it. So somehow that I try to check with you to check a bit because I think I didn't have because my privilege I set already in my computer it's just similar difference from the others even in the loop it should be used this way, but if in my from my laptop let me check with that username and the password there might be a bit different that I use this way. password as might be like 1234 นะ1234 it just not that way. Okay, quite different, quite different. So I think we just handle this first. Okay, I think it's coming, but by the first coming over here we have the troubleshooting a bit. Let me go to let you see to manage the connection, because our database might be have got the trouble. Example like to be the connection name. I try to be used like the classics model. The classics model. Okay, and try to use the database over here. Let's check what would be the database we look like. I try to copy the name of classics model over here, and password on the name I just use root and my password. My password, this is my computer password. And in the room you have no need to input, nothing to input the password, just only put the root and no password. Okay, just only on the computer lab when you usage. But if you have to set up your own, okay, first I can tell you later that how to set up to install a XAMPP, but I just to let you to use in our computer lab to be familiar to use first. But if you want to put it into your home, I recommend you somehow that you have to type XAMPP. Okay, type XAMPP over here and go to the website with XAMPP to install, to download. We have 3 versions you can set up with the Windows and the Linux and the OS 10. Okay, on the OS 10 we can have got to let you download the copy and show on the FAQ. Okay, they have automatically download into over here into this installer. This is we call a XAMPP OS 10. I don't want to be take download anymore, but if you want to use it, it's okay because you can try. This it will be for video version. Okay, for video version. So I guess go back to let you see what you are browsing over here. Okay, right now we have got our database. I used onto my part. Okay, inside of the classics model and connection type. I just taste it first. Okay, you can see right now it's look good. Why it's look good? Because we connect already. I can try to change database to the student because I have got student over here. Student over here. I can check it. If it says look good, it means that you are connect to the PhpMyAdmin already. So it's just quite not difficult. Okay, not difficult to go this way. So I just to go this way and take a look, taste it first, and then save. Okay, and then connect. Once I connect to this way, they might be have to trouble a bit. Just like a little database troubleshoot, they have the function just might be the count of the something wrong. Okay, they might have to send the report a bit, but it's actually in the technically I think it works. Okay, let's I show you how can we run, because this file I have already got to input into drive already. I just put on the taste or a sample over here. Okay, let's see to my sample a bit. Supposed to be in the database. We just use at one. I just try to select and run. Okay, right now it's run. If you want to show some customer data, it works as we can explore to check that it will be the everything of a data that we have to go this way. And if we want to count total customer for the country, supposed to be we try to count into each country of to making out total of this, and also try to display the product. Let me check a bit นะครับ how can it works and wants to see นะครับ something it's supposed to be like used where by example this is would be works display some fields นะครับ some field with the total fields of this I just try to be testing that's the need to make it works or not and still go for something just over bit that even into the enhancing table this one นะครับ I like to be check this view this view still works that you can see the explore. Okay, that they have to be just get into the ID and the PID of the stock with the quality orders. Okay, the total I think onto this the chart it cannot be works something anymore so when you just use this one totally might be on a trailer by example I think it should be just quite work a bit on this so how it works this one I just to be have to provide the problem of the last one this one นะครับ why it's not work because the one of the details have error in syntax check manual that correspond to MariaDB to the right syntax to near L the line one I think they try they just to be like this line I think this line the line might be different supposed to be like order detail right I think it might not be error a syntax might be a bit different this might be have a bit thing it would be bug it's works it might be bug a bit okay I just to be take the copy and paste again okay right now I think it works now into the comments and this has got to be like the one to the explore that's the data they will show the one with the ID นะครับ the ID might be difference of the quantity stock and the order it just like to be like this one it is just like to be have something done a bit that we just like to be let you try to just combine นะครับ just combine a bit all together between two table but it just have to be look a bit not quite good things so this has to be like example here and one more thing นะครับ if we just try to see some more okay I think everything is be okay even into the source can work source can work onto the name and also be the alchemist part that's everything I think it should be okay if I try to put this supposed to be into something like a sorting like the filter or the projection นะครับ projection the filter source นะครับ filter source we still try to put data so we can exploit just only around up to 4 in the front นะครับ in the front and the customer would be into this area or another one if we have to check Japan and the UK country we still can make it okay into around 3 to 4 countries so a data this can works to make on the usage the usage this is also be a one นะครับ you can try so hope everyone enjoy I like to be test a bit นะครับ even the aggregation if into the aggregation on the basic calculation this is works some also can be works. Everything on the product is done นะ and we can check นะครับ check the max price still works นะ just like to be just get this way that it can show the max price for everything. Okay, max price for everything for the product code, and the minimum, if the minimum everything's done, I think it works now. Okay, should be good. Okay, even this one I just try to test it, like to be a little bit of the 5, so this one still work to be usage. So a data of we can run นะ I test already. I think it should be works well นะครับ should be works well of all things to go นะครับ for this way. So here also be the one that we have done for connection นะ have done for connection. Remember that it is works now. Okay, you can take it, save, everything's done. So hope you have enjoyed here นะครับ so if you have any questions นะครับ please let me know. Thank you for attention.